It was our responsibility as African people to take on the question not only of the war that Obama's regime has continued to pursue, but the question of imperialism itself. We felt like it was necessary to create this coalition because we understand that imperialism is imperialism is imperialism. And that it does not matter what the complexion of the occupation of the White House is at any given time. We felt it was our responsibility to take a stand against the Obama regime precisely because it is the crisis of imperialism itself that made it necessary for imperialism to attempt to hide its face behind a black skin. So the Black is Black Coalition stands in solidarity with you. We stand in solidarity also because as African people we have to be opposed to imperialism. Imperialism is not something that just started today. This war that we are talking about today is a consequence of the founding of the American empire itself. America is the greatest, worst empire that has ever existed on the face of the earth. We are here today to say that there will be no peace as long as imperialism continues to exist. That we have to move beyond. We have to move beyond tailing imperialism, calling for an end to this war and an end to that war and an end to the next war. We have to stand on the side of the oppressed. It is not enough to say peace. We have to say solidarity with the resisting peoples of the world. It is not enough. It is not enough to say the U.S. out of Iraq. We have to say solidarity with the resistance of the Iraqi people. Solidarity with the resistance of the people of Afghanistan. Solidarity with the people of Palestine. Solidarity with Hugo Chavez and the people of Venezuela and throughout South America. Solidarity with the people of Zimbabwe. Solidarity with the people of Mexico and all of the oppressed and colonized people right here inside the United States as well. We say we live in a world whose political and economic configuration has come about as a consequence of terror and imperialism. It is a world that is based on a parasitic political economy, a world that is based on a parasitic economy that requires the blood of the peoples of the world in order for it to continue to be successful. It is because of the growing struggles of resistance of the peoples of the world that denies imperialism its lifeblood, that makes it necessary for imperialism to now initiate what it considers to be a permanent state of warfare, not only against the people of the Middle East, not only against the people in Latin America, but against the peoples of the world. So we stand here to say that the Black is Black Coalition stands in solidarity with you. We understand that Barack Hussein Obama is the last desperate attempt by imperialism to hide, imperialist white power to hide behind a black face. We say it is the successful struggles of the people in Afghanistan and Palestine and Pakistan. It is the growing struggles of the people in South America. It is anticipation of the struggles of the people in Africa and right here in this country that makes it necessary for imperialism to attempt to hide its white imperialist face behind the face of the slave. We say it will not work. Death to imperialism. Down with imperialism. Solidarity with the people of Palestine. Long live Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Long live the resistance of the people of Afghanistan. Solidarity with the people of South America who are fighting to take back their resources. Unity with the struggles of African, Mexicans, and the indigenous people right here in the Americas. Uhuru.
All right, give it up for Omali. Give it up for Omali. Chairman Yemen, O'Malley.
All right. The next chant is, occupation is a crime from Iraq to Palestine. But I seriously cannot hear you guys. I'm telling you, if I can't hear you, they will not hear you. So I'm going to try this one more time. Occupation is a crime
From Iraq to Palestine.
Occupation is a crime
From Iraq to Palestine.
Occupation is a crime
From Iraq to Palestine.
Occupation is a crime
From Iraq to Palestine. All right, everybody in the back, move forward. We have a lot of people coming in. Don't be bashful. Move forward.
Let's go, you guys. Move a little bit forward. Our next speaker is Omar Ali. He's a San Francisco State University student and an organizer with the Youth and Student Answer Coalition. Omar has been heavily involved in the organizing and support for Palestine and against imperialism all over the Middle East. Omar helped organize the March 4th action, and if we could please give him a big round of applause, because I can't hear you!
Money for jobs and education. Money for jobs and education. Brothers and sisters, 2 weeks ago, 15,000 parents, students, and teachers rallied right here to demand an end to the horrific cuts against public education. Today, we make that continuation of that concept. We have to make the important connections between the racist and genocidal wars in Iraq, Afghanistan, Palestine, the increasing escalation in Yemen, Pakistan, Somalia, and Haiti, with the budget crisis here at home. All around the country, thousands of education workers are losing their jobs. Classroom sizes are increasing. College costs are skyrocketing. And schools are disappearing. UC tuition right now has risen an enormous of 32%. This is an outrage for our higher education. Tens of thousands of California students will lose their right for higher education. African Americans and Latinos will lose that higher education privilege. And by that, I mean education is a right. It is not a privilege for the few. The main reason that there are no funds for education is because of the enormous military spending in Iraq and Afghanistan. Only one day of the war cost $500 million. One day can fund all the schools throughout California. And not only that, it can make it free too, by the $1.4 trillion that is expected by the end of this year. In the last year and a half, trillions of dollars have been given to the corporations, bailouts to the banks, insurance companies. We say that that money should have gone to the schools, not to the privileged few, not to the capitalists, not to the ruling class that have put us into this situation, that have put us into this economic crisis that we face right now, not on the backs of the working class people of this country, and not to promote racism against our brothers and sisters in Iraq and Afghanistan and Palestine, and to end the $13 billion that go to the genocidal and the settler state and the proxy of Israel. So